Howdy, folks. Hope you're all doing well. Got a lot of interesting stuff to share with you. It's been an interesting couple of days here. Very interesting weekend. I made some pretty interesting choices, so buckle up. Yeah, should be fun. All right, so let's start with what I've accomplished over the past couple of days. I think I made a commitment to get a video out like yesterday. That didn't happen. So we'll talk about why in a second. We're gonna do the 1, 2, 3. The goal is always to get at least 3 major goals done, and we said art was the main priority last time, and guess what? No art. No art was done. Nothing meaningful. So I did set some groundwork for oh geez, that's illegible, huh? I did set some groundwork for the manual that I talked about. The goal for the manual was to kind of be the retro manual, like retro video games, where you have pictures of the characters, little bios, things of that nature. So I have the framework set, and what you'll probably see is some time lapse of me creating that over the rest of the week. But that's the goal. So like a retro game inspired manual for my card game, middle school class rep. All right, so also we spent a lot of time on programming. So this actually did get a lot of stuff done for. And soon we will be sharing what that looks like. At this point, we're really just waiting for artists to add some content in. And even if it's placeholders, I think I'm pretty comfortable sharing that with you guys. So we're waiting on placeholders. But the whole framework is pretty much done. And then last but not least, probably most of the time spent was on YouTube. So there's one more thing outside of YouTube that really did eat up a lot of time. And I'll spend a little bit more time talking about that in a second. But YouTube is where the bulk was spent. I thought about what kind of channel I want to create, and what would be the most valuable product for you guys. And I think what that looks like is getting back into time-lapse videos. That's kind of how my content on the channel started. Lapse, I think that's how you spell it. Time-lapse videos. Going from, point A. Oh, I couldn't write an A here, to point B, and kind of that's a good storyline. I think it's more interesting to watch. Maybe I'll have light commentary. Maybe I'll just do music over it. I'm curious to hear what you guys think would be more interesting. But I'm realizing I'm not good at talking and drawing at the same time, especially with pixel art. The other thing is the vlogs. I think I'm gonna reduce this down to just whenever I get around to it, and aim for at least one per week, one vlog per week. So that's the goal there, one of these whiteboard style vlogs. And I'll be able to pull in content that I did throughout the week. I'll have that pre-prepared, so you guys can see the art. You guys can see maybe some examples of the changes in code. So, and of course, I'll go over some YouTube stuff. Maybe analytics, things like that, if you guys are interested in it. The ultimate goal of the channel is to obviously grab attention and put it on the actual physical products we're going to make and physical games. So first off, I mentioned a couple times, middle school class rep. That's the big one. And that's the one that's closest to completion. But there are some other projects I have in mind. So, do a quick screen clear here and talk about where probably the bulk of my time was spent. Excuse me, oh my goodness. Bulk, can't spell. The bulk of my time was spent doing this. Zone into my little phone here. And just watching YouTube videos. Not very proud of that, but that is true. So I think I'm gonna make some changes to how I'm spending my time. I think first of all, I just gotta delete YouTube off my phone. I think that's the best best course of action. Just so I can be a little bit more productive, squeeze some more productivity out of my day. That's how I looked, guys. Tragic. It's crazy. And then I also did this. I fell asleep. And that has me kind of wondering, am I am I doing too much? Is this what burnout looks like? Is this what overwork looks like? Because in addition to this, I do have a full-time job. I have a family, a wife, beautiful children. So I think that's another reason why maybe I need to shift how I'm doing this YouTube thing, so that so that I can get more out of the time I'm spending on it and higher quality for you guys. So I say that to say this: you slip, you fall, and that's okay. You just got to keep pushing yourself, and be that light for other people. You know, it's important. Yeah. So what's next? We always want to end with a little plan. So what's next, right? So we already have a roadmap. This week, we're going to aim to finish that manual. We'll call it manual. Oh my gosh. You guys know I can't spell. Here, we'll just draw a picture of it. So this week, we're going to aim to finish the manual. A lot of that's, I think I can stream, or not stream, but pre-record and have ready for you guys. And then we're going to turn that into content. So we're going to do one video a day. One video per day. Some of this might be older content that I've already recorded and just converted into a video. And then as far as programming goes, I may start recording this. I'm curious if that's something you guys like are interested in. That's not really what I built my community on, is programming. It's something I really enjoy, but I don't know how to make typing code interesting at all. There's no real through line with code. It's just a bunch of text, and if you're not familiar with all the syntax, it doesn't look like much has changed versus art, which is pretty visual. I think anyone can see that change from a smiley face to a smiley face with ears. You can see that change over time, and you don't really see that change when you're programming. So that story is a little bit harder to tell in this medium without a bunch of additional steps, voiceovers and gameplay vid. It's just a lot, especially when it can take a lot of time to go from that smiley face to another, basically looks like another smiley face but more optimized. So yeah, that's where we are. That's the goal. Let's make it a little bit more actionable here. So 1, we're gonna get the manual done. Done. D-O-N-E, done. 2, content daily by batching. And then 3, light programming. We still aim to accomplish 1 task a day with our programming, but I don't know if that's something you guys need to really see. So maybe we'll just catch up on that in the next vlog. So yeah, guys, thanks for your time. We'll call it here. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like. Really appreciate it. You can check out more on our website, LessThanPiart.com. And yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate you. Thanks. See you next time. Maybe I should cut this sooner. So There's less drop off for the algorithm. All right, peace out, guys.